Okay, good afternoon. So in last class we have discussed about the properties of fluids. What is the viscosity, what is surface tension, what is the modulus elasticity, what are the stress and strains, and based on that we have done the some problems. So today in this class we'll continue the same topic with some other properties that occurs for the fluids. Right? So today we'll discuss some of the problems and some of the properties and some of the laws related to the fluid mechanics. Okay, next. If you see the viscosity, if you see the viscosity in air or in water, how does it behave? We'll see the type of viscosities, how it behave in water or in the air. Now, see the figure, see the bird or the fish. So what is the concept here? Here the birds are flying in the air opposite to the direction. Birds are flying in the air opposite to the direction. So here the fish is also swimming towards or in opposite direction to the water. So when the birds are flying in the air in opposite direction, when the birds are flying in the air in opposite direction, what happens to the body, what happens to the bird's body? Automatically it pushes in the backward direction. It pushes the bird in the backward direction. Next. So whenever the birds or fishes are moving forward in opposite to the air or water, the drag force makes the object or makes the bird or fish to move back. Then the viscosity is a property that represents the internal resistance of the fluid of motion. So it takes the internal resistance of the fluid of the motion. The force flowing, the flowing fluid exert on a body on the flow direction is called drag force. So here the water flow is according to the shape of the fish, it is going in this manner. So here it is obstructing because of the fins it is having with for the bird. Next. And the magnitude of this force depends upon the viscosity. Therefore, viscosity is equal to force into time by length. Next. Next property is surface tension. So what's the meaning of surface tension here? The surface tension, the surface tension generally it sees in the can be seen in the water or it can be seen in the normal area. Here, what's the figure showing? So take a water in a container and see the water droplets, how they are emerging in the water container. Here, if you take the liquid droplets, which are spherical in nature, spherical balloons in nature filled with the liquid, and the surface of the liquid acts like a stretched elastic membrane under the tension. See here, see the object here. What's happening in the object here? The molecule is on the surface of the water. Here, the molecule is on the surface of the water. In the second case, the molecule is suspended in the liquid. Here, the total molecule is suspended in the liquid. Here, the half portion is inside the water. The half portion is outside the water, that is on the in the atmosphere. Now, the pulling force that causes this due to the attractive forces between the molecules. So whenever the spherical balloon type of liquid droplets is generally intended towards the gravity force pulling downwards, then what happens? It makes the molecules to suspend into the liquid. The attractive forces on the surface molecules is not symmetric. Repulsive forces from the interior molecules cause the liquid to minimize its surface area and attain the spherical shape. It makes the circular bubble shape whenever it is suspending into the liquid. The acting repulsive forces causes the liquid to minimize the surface area. So whatever the surface area you are having, whatever the surface area of the liquid droplet you are having, it will minimize by making use of repulsive forces and attain the spherical shape and retains the shape of the liquid. So that is denoted by the Yes. Next, the cohesion. So in the surface tension, cohesion means the intermolecular attraction between the molecules of the same liquid, molecules of the same liquid. So whenever you are using water plus water, or milk plus milk, or kerosene plus kerosene, what happens? The cohesion takes place. The cohesion means the attraction between the molecules of same liquid. So whenever you are pouring water into the container of water, cohesion means it takes place the same action. It takes place the same action means attraction. Now it is okay. Audio is okay now. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Sir, voice not audible, sir.
Now audio is okay.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Just raise your hand or just text me. Okay. Now, now the surface tension is due to the cohesion between the liquid particles and the free surfaces. Where what happens to the water molecules here? The surface tension is due to the attraction between the molecules of the same liquid and the free surfaces. Next one. The addition means joining. Addition means the attraction between the molecules of a liquid and molecules of solid boundary surface in contact with the liquid. So whenever you see the processing of any jaggery ante bellam. So whenever you are melting the jaggery, what happens? So slowly it converts into liquid. So whenever after cooling, what happens? It's slowly again converting into the solid particles. So here the addition means attraction between the intermolecules of the same liquid to form a solid boundary, surface in contact with the liquid. Next, surface tension is defined as the tensile force acting on the free surface. The tensile force acting on the free surface. Surface tension is defined as the tensile force acting on the free surface of the liquid. So here, whenever you require surface tension, the surface should be free from any forces. Then only automatically the tensile forces acting on the free surface of the liquid, then we'll get the property of surface tension. If you see the examples, then you can clearly understand. Now, it is denoted by the symbol called sigma. It is denoted by the symbol called sigma. And in SI units, we are calling them as Newton per meter. We are calling them as a Newton per meter. Newton per meter. If you see the surface tension is equal to force by length. That's equal to T is equals to force by length Newton per meter. Force by length into Newton per meter. Now, if you see the real-time examples, of this one, so see the first one. The raindrops are spherical in shape. The raindrops are spherical in shape. Surface tension due to the surface tension. The raindrops are spherical in shape due to the surface tension. What you are acting on the raindrop. So what happens at this point here? So whatever you are falling on the ground, whatever it is falling on the ground, due to surface tension, the given volume or surface area is minimum. The given volume or surface area is minimum for the shape. Next, a needle floats on the surface of the water. When you take an example, of needle, and drop in the water surface. Just don't drop fastly. Just keep it on the surface of the water. Then what happens due to surface tension phenomena? The needle is floating on the water. Because what happens at this point? The force is reducing because of the area what it is having. So ఇక్కడ ఏం చెప్తున్నాము? It is the surface tension, the tensile forces acting on the free surface of the liquid. So the surface area is less when compared to the needle area. That's why the needle is floating on the surface of the liquid. Next, the formation of large soap bubbles with gentle blowing means whenever you are playing just like a water bubble, soap bubbles, what happens? So whenever you want to prepare a large soap bubble. So it is gentle blowing. So gentle blowing. So fast blowing, you cannot get the bubble. Slow blowing is also, you cannot get the bubble. Whenever you are blowing the soap formation bubbles with a gentle blow, with only the gentle blow only, we can get the soap formation bubbles. Okay, next, breakup of liquid jets. So whenever the liquid is flowing with a high velocity, whenever the liquid is flowing with a high velocity in any pipes, so whenever you are making a sudden break, whenever you are breaking up the breaking up the liquid contact, then you then the water jet, high velocity water jet is automatically cut off. Next, formation of the dew drops on the grass early in the morning. So what is the example here? So when you see in the rainy season or in the cold climate, early hours in the 4:35 or 6 or 7, whenever your mist or fog is appearing in the atmosphere, when you see on the grass, or plants, a small mist of dewdrops, are forming on the surface of the grass. That is due to the surface tension. So this is happening generally. Which is naturally existing phenomenon of surface tension. Right. Next. Next property is capillary effect. Capillary effect. So capillary effect is also the phenomenon of rise or fall of a liquid in a small diameter tube. Low. For example, if you for example, take a medicine bottle, a liquid bottle. So you are having a small capillary. చిన్నప్పుడు పిల్లలకి వేస్తారు. So when you just press the black color top knob and keep the needle, keep the small type of diameter type of small hole inside the bottle, then what happens? Then automatically, when you suck at the top end, so some of the medicine is entering into the pipe, and when you release in the mouth, it opens. The liquid falls. This is due to which action? This is simply nothing but the concept of capillary action. So here the capillary effect means the rise or fall of a liquid in a container. It may be a small diameter tube. Next, the curved free surface in the tube is called the meniscus. So whenever you are having, for example, if we take the tube, whenever you are having any curves in the tube, then it is called as a meniscus tube. Next, the water meniscus curves up because water is a wetting fluid. So the meniscus makes the water as a wetting fluid because generally a fluid is having a wetting property. So the water meniscus tubes are generally used in a wetting fluid concept. Next, mercury meniscus curves down because the mercury is non-wetting fluid. So here the chemical mercury is a non-wetting fluid. It makes the curves downwards. See the figure here. If you see the figure here, when now the mercury is available. So here the shape of the meniscus is in this. The curve is in this direction. So whenever you are suspending in the water, what happens? The shape of the meniscus is appearing in this direction. Like the force balance can be described magnitude of the capillary rise. So whenever you are discussing about the balancing of the forces, the magnitude means the speed of the capillary will increase, will rise in the tube, the diameter depends upon the area of the curve, whatever you are suspending. See, if this is a height, from the liquid level, so this is the angle what it is making, and the weight is suspending downwards, and this is a 2r. 2r means diameter of the pipe. A glass tube open at a boat ends with a very fine bore is called capillary tube. So, for example, take a glass tube with two sides open. Keep a finger on one end, and dip in a water. Then remove the finger. What happens when you keep a finger on the one end, some amount of water is sucking up. That is nothing but a capillary action. That is nothing but a capillary action. Then such phenomenon is called capillary property. Okay. Next, the capillary is due to the combined effect of cohesion and adhesion of liquid particles. Cohesion and adhesion we have discussed in the previous slides. What is the cohesion here? So here the cohesion takes place. Here the cohesion takes place whenever you are having the attractive properties. Whenever the intermolecules are having the attractive properties, the cohesion takes place. What about the addition here? Addition means attraction between the molecules of the liquid and molecules of the solid boundary. Attraction between both of them is nothing but a addition and cohesion. Next. What are the examples of this? Capillary. Water is absorbed by the roots of the plant by capillary action. So, whenever you are sprouting, whenever you are doing any field work, or whenever you are doing any experiment for the sprouting of any plants, so how the plant is taking the water from the ground with the help of the root. How it is absorbed? Simply by the phenomenon called capillarity action. Right? Second one, kerosene rises up the wick of the lamp by this process only. So, lantern. So, in villages or now also they are using the lanterns. So, lantern యొక్క కాన్సెప్ట్ ఏంటి? మీరు ఏం చేస్తారు? కిరోసిన్ ను you are pouring in a one chamber. There you are having a glass. There you are having a glass thing where you are holding at this top. So here you are having a small thread like this. So whenever you are letting the kerosene lamp, what happens? The wick contains the threaded type material where you are placing in the kerosene tank. So whenever the kerosene is inside this tank, automatically the wick will get wetted and you are igniting the fire at this point. So that's the concept of capillary. That's the concept of capillary action. Next, third one, blotting paper absorbs the ink by capillarity. Blotting paper. If you go to any stationery shop and ask for blotting paper, these are used for making the printers, making in a printing press, paper printing press. అక్కడ ఉంటుంది, you are having a blotting paper. So if you take a blotting paper and just when the ink is immersed, if you are making a drop of ink in the blotting paper, what happens? Spread అవుతుంది. It will diffuse. So that is nothing but the capillary action. That is nothing but a capillary action. So these are the basic examples of the capillarity. Next property is compressibility. The next property is a compressibility. It's a property of the virtue by which the fluids undergo a change in the volume under the action of external pressure is known as compressibility. So simply if you take, for example, take your cycle pump. So whenever you are inflating the tire of the cycle, you are taking a bicycle pump, hand pump, and you are pressing the air into the cylinder. So the cycle pump, the exterior is acting as a cylinder. Whenever you are pushing from the hand, there is a hand pump. You are having a hand pump. When the piston is moving up and down. So this process, what happens? The liquid or air undergo the change in the volume. So when you see the pump, so inside you are having a piston with a washer, right? So ఇక్కడ ఏం జరుగుతుంది? So this is the top portion. You are taking with the hands and you are pumping up and down. So at the bottom portion you are having the connection. At the top portion you are having a small hole. See the cycle pump. So this is a two-way acting cylinder mechanism. So whenever the washer is coming up, the fresh air from the outside is entering into the cylinder, right? Whenever you are going up, what happens? The fresh air is going in. Whenever you are pushing down, whatever the air is present inside the cylinder is escaping from this pipe, and the tire is getting flattened. So like this phenomenon is nothing but a compressibility. In the same case, if we take the fluids or also undergo a change in the volumetric difference under the action of the external pressure, that is nothing but a compressibility. For example, if we see the JCB machines, roadside, if you see the trucks, your cranes or some other dumpers, so how they are doing with the help of this compressibility action, with the help of the compressibility action. So at that point also, whenever the driver in the cabin, so when he switch on the buttons or changes the gears, what happen? Whatever the fluid which is in the reservoir, the fluid is going into the pipe and making the buckets or arm moving in different directions. అంటే ఇప్పుడు crane తో you are lifting the rocks, mud or some other material. How you are lifting? With the concept of this compressibility process. Okay, right. So here if you see the figure, you are having a cylinder, which is the exterior one. Inside you are having a piston with the piston pad, with the piston pad. Whenever the piston is moving in this direction, see the dotted portion, it is moving to and fro, to and fro, to and fro. So if this is a total length, this one is a displacement how you are making. So this one is the pressure you are pushing downwards. It is coming onwards, inwards, outwards, inwards, outwards. So this is an action happening generally in any case of heavy machinery works. So this is also one type of property for the fluids. Next one. If you see the compressibility and the bulk modulus. One second. So that is a yes. So the bulk modulus. Next one is a bulk modulus. What is the definition of the bulk modulus here? Here it gives. Here it gives. So here it gives the bulk modulus K is equal to increase in the pressure, increase of pressure divided by volumetric strain, increase of the pressure by volumetric strain, where dP is the increase in pressure. That's a change in the pressure. dP is a change in the pressure. Here that is equals to minus dV by V. That is volumetric strain is equals to minus dV by V. Here the negative sign is indicating the volume is decreasing with the increase in the pressure. Whenever you are having plus indication, it gives the volume is increasing with the decrease in the pressure. ఇక్కడ ఏం జరుగుతుంది? Here the volume is decreasing, volume తగ్గిపోతుంది, pressure increase అవుతుంది. So here see here, so here the volume is decreasing. Here the volume is decreasing with the increase in the pressure. Whenever it is going opposite direction, the volume is increasing with the decrease in the piston. So that's happening in this compressibility concept. Now the bulk modulus is equals to K is equals to, keep these values in the ratio dP by minus dV by V. If you solve it, you will get minus dP by dV into V. Thereby compressibility is equals to the ratio, compressibility is equals to 1 by K. So what is the K here? Minus dP by dV, changes in the pressure and volume with respect to the distance, with respect to the volumetric strain, with respect to the volumetric strain. Next, now if you take this formula and we'll do some of the problems here. First one, find the capillarity rise of the water, in a tube of 0.3 centimeters in diameter. Find the capillarity rise of water in the tube of 0.03 centimeter. The surface tension of water is 0.0735 Newton per meter. Now, how to solve this problem? Very simple problem where you have to find out the capillary action. Now, first write down the given data. What's the diameter of the tube? The diameter of the tube D is equals to, what is the given? 0.03 centimeters. As you convert into meters, that is 0.03 into 10 to the power of minus 2. 100 kada, 100 కాబట్టి 10 to the power of minus 2. Now, what is the surface tension of the water? surface tension of the water sigma is equals to 0.735 Newton per meter. Why we have converted the diameter to 0.03 centimeter? Meter can convert this because in here the surface tension is notated with the Newton per meter. It is notated with Newton per meter. Next, we know the density of water. In the last slide, derivations law, the density of water rho is equals to 1000 kg per meter cube. Now, applying this in capillary of water, H is equals to, this is a formula for the capillary rise of the water. Just make some definitions, keep some definitions. H is equal to 4 sigma by rho into G into D. Now, applying all these values into this formula, 4 into what is sigma value? The sigma value is 0.0735 Newton per meter divided by what is the rho value? 1000 kg per meter cube. 1000 kg per meter cube into what is the G? G is generally known 9.81 meters per second into what is the D? That is 0.03 into 10 to the power of minus 2 meter. Now, calculating this one, we'll get the value 9.99, that is 10 centimeters exactly. 10 centimeters of the rise of water in the tube when the surface tension is 0.735 Newton meter. That is the answer for the question, right? So these are the very simple things. These are the very simple problems which you come across only in the properties of fluids. Okay, whenever the coming next classes to the problems will be longer and lengthier. Okay, na? Next. See the next one. See the next problem. The capillary rise in the glass tube used for measuring the water level is not to exceed 0.5. So the maximum rise of water should be 0.5. It should not exceed. Okay. Now determine its minimum size. Determine its minimum size given that the surface tension is 0.70712 Newton per meter. Okay. So here the two values are given in the question. Now write the given data. Given data. What's the given data here? The capillary rise should not exceed how much? 0.5 mm. Convert into meters. That is 0.5 into 10 to the power of 3. ఇక్కడ mm ni centimeters convert చేస్తాం. Centimeters ni meters means 1000. So 1000 కాబట్టి we are using 10 to the power of minus 3 meter. And what is surface tension? The surface tension is 0.07112 Newton meter. Next, we know that capillary rise, the capillary rise. So just keep this formula, learn this formula. Now what is the height? 4 sigma by rho into G into H. The same thing apply here also. The same thing apply at this concept. Now 4 into keep the value of sigma divided by 1000 into 9.81 into 0.5 into 10 to the power of minus 3. Then what is the total rise? 5.8 centimeter. The minimum size of the glass tube. The minimum size. So what to find? Determine the minimum size on that. So the minimum size of the glass tube is 5.8 centimeter. The diameter is 5.8 centimeter. So like this, the problems are you can solve with the capillary. Next, third one. Calculate the capillary rise in the glass of 3 mm diameter. What is the diameter? D is given 3 mm. ముందు ప్రాబ్లంలో హెచ్ ఇచ్చింది ద క్యాపిలరీ రైజ్ హెచ్ ఇక్కడ థర్డ్ ప్రాబ్లంలో యు ఆర్ గివెన్ ద డయామీటర్ ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్స్ టు 3 mm when immersed vertically in water. Two cases. One case is here it is immersed vertically in the water, immersed vertically in the mercury. Now take the surface tensions for water and mercury as 0.70725. Surface tension ki water ki as well as mercury ki rendu ichchadu. Now respectively in contact with the air. Now specific gravity for the mercury is given 13.6 and the angle of contact theta is equals to 130 degrees. Now apply here. What is the given data? First write the given data so that you can score minimum marks, 2 marks or 1 mark or 3 mark. Depends on the type of question. Now what's the diameter of the glass? 3 mm, that is convert into meters, 3 into 10 to the power of minus 3 meter. Next, what's the surface tension of water? 0.0725. What's the surface tension of mercury? Sigma m, ఇక్కడ sigma w అని పెట్టుకోవచ్చు. Sigma m is equals to 0.52 Newton meter. What's the specific gravity in the question? 13 point. The specific gravity of mercury is 13.6, and what is the angle? 13, that is equal to 13.6. Then the density of mercury is equals to rho m. Rho m is equals to S into P. What's the S into P? Well, sorry, S into rho. What's the S? 13.6 into 1000. That's equal to 13,600 kg per meter cube. Now, what is the angle given? Theta is equal to 130 degrees. Theta is equals to 130 degrees. Now, take the first one. Take for water. Take the same formula. Capillary of rays of water. So, water ki angle ఇవ్వలేదు కాబట్టి ignore the angle. Now, H is equals to 4 rho divided by 4 sigma divided by rho into G into D. Rho into G into D. So what happens at this point now? So if you are taking with the water, so values, keep the values. You know, 9.85 into 10 to the power of minus 3. So 4, you know, what's the sigma value? You know, what is the rho 1000 you have kept? What is the G and what is the D? Now H is equals to 9.85 into 10 to the power of minus 3. Convert into centimeter, 0.985 centimeter. Height of water. Okay, next. Take the mercury. So if you take the mercury, the capillary rise, the formula is this one. The formula is this one. What's the formula here? H is equals to, you are having an angle, kada? So you have to make cos theta 4 sigma by 4 sigma mercury into cos theta by rho into G into D. The same formula, only the thing is you have to apply the cos theta. Now, apply these values in the formula, that is equal to 4 into 0.52 into cos 130 degrees divided by 13600 into 9.81 into 3 into 10 to the power of minus 3. Now, if you get the value is negative, it indicates the capillary is depression. The capillary is in the downward direction. So whenever you are getting a positive answer, positive solution rise, automatically the capillary is in the upward direction. Now, from the answer you can say it indicates the capillary depression concept. Next. We are having 5 minutes running out, so we'll end up with this last problem. Next, the pressure of the liquid is increased. The pressure of the liquid is increased from 60 Newton per centimeter to 100 Newton per centimeter. So pressure of the liquid from increase in the question law 60 to 100, and the volume decrease is 0.2%. Determine the bulk modulus of the electricity. Now you are using the concept of bulk modulus. So what is the initial pressure? What is the initial pressure we are taking? 60 Newton per centimeter square. What is the final? It's a 100 Newton per centimeter square. Then what is the change in the pressure? dP. Change in the pressure or increase in the pressure and a bed cost. Now dP is equal to 100 minus 60, 40 Newton per centimeter. Then what it is given? The volume decreased by 0.2%. Then what is the decrease in the volume? The decrease in the volume is 0.2 percentage. Now what you have to find? You have to find the bulk modulus of electricity. Before finding the bulk modulus, we have to derive this values what you have got. Now the volumetric strain dV by D is equals dV by V is equals to, what is the minus dV? The decrease కాబట్టి negative indication. Increase అన్నప్పుడు ఇది positive వస్తుంది. Okay. Now 0.2 divided by 100. What is the V is equal to 100. What's the V? This one. Increase in the final pressure. Final pressure is equal to V. Now 0.2 divided by 100. Now what's the bulk modulus? The bulk modulus formula K is equals to dP by volumetric strain. Now what's the dP here? 40 divided by 0.2 by 100. What the value you are getting? The value is 2 into 10 to the power of 4 Newton per centimeter square. So like this, we have to solve some problems based upon the properties of the fluid. Based upon the properties of the fluid. So we'll discuss other classes in the next other problems in the next classes. Okay. So if you have any doubts as of now, just raise your hands or just chat me. So after completion of this class, within 15 or 20 minutes, I will give the link of YouTube, whatever the class is till now. So it is I think it's a fifth class. Every link మీకు నేను అప్లోడ్ చేస్తున్నాను వాట్సాప్లో. Just go through that and respond to it. Okay. So not only this subject, in any subject, మీ క్లాసెస్ అయిన తర్వాత ఫ్రీ టైంలో just open the link and watch the link. So not only sitting in the classroom, sitting in the meeting room, not only sitting in the meeting room, you have to see the YouTube link also, right? So if you have any doubts, just raise or chat me, or you can unlock and you can talk to me. So what is the today's attendance? Today's attendance is 9. So what is the total strength of your second year civil? What is the total strength ఎంతమ్మా మీకు? What is the total strength? Anyone can message me?
25, sir.
Just chat me. I think so the total strength is 25. Okay, so today attendance is 9. ఎవరో ఒక స్క్రీన్ షాట్ తీసి పెట్టుకుంది as of the date. Okay. So any doubts from the in problems ఈజీగానే ఉన్నాయా? Problems are easy, right? Raise your hand or chat me. Problems ఈజీగానే ఉన్నాయి కదా, అర్థమవుతున్నాయి కదా problems? Problems are easy, right? Okay, we'll end up this class. So tomorrow we'll have a balance class. Thank you once again. You can log off. ఓకే. సో కాన్సెప్ట్ జనరల్గా ఇంగ్లీష్లోనే చెప్తాను. డౌట్స్ ఉంటే మీరు జస్ట్ నాకు చాట్ చేయండి. సో టిల్ నౌ యూ కమ్ అక్రాస్ విత్ తెలుగు ట్రాన్స్లేషన్ క్లాసెస్లో ఫ్యాకల్టీ తెలుగులో చెప్పిండొచ్చు.